What rich people understand early. The hidden laws of wealth, timing, and inner power. Introduction. The pattern behind wealth. If you observe closely, wealth is not random. It follows patterns, subtle, repeatable, and often invisible to those caught in survival mode. Two people can exist in the same country, face the same economy, and yet produce completely different outcomes. One struggles endlessly. The other rises steadily. Why? Because beyond effort there is awareness. Beyond hustle, there is understanding. Some call it luck. Others call it grace. But those who truly rise understand that it is a combination of perception, timing, skill, decision-making, and something deeper. What feels like alignment with unseen advantage. This reveals what rich people grasp early, often before life hardens their thinking. 1. Wealth begins in perception. Before money appears physically, it appears mentally. Most people are conditioned to see scarcity instead of possibility, problems instead of leverage, barriers instead of pathways. But wealthy thinkers are trained differently. They interpret reality in a way that expands options. For example, a failed business is not the end. It is data. A saturated market is not blocked. It is proof of demand. This is where the mystical begins to show itself. Your mind is not just observing reality, it is filtering and shaping it. If your perception is narrow, your opportunities shrink. If your perception expands, new doors seem to appear. In truth, they were always there. You just couldn't see them. As henceforth, every challenge you face, pause and ask, what is the hidden advantage here? 2. Time is the real currency. Poor thinking focuses on money. Wealthy thinking focuses on time allocation. Time is the only resource that cannot be stored, cannot be reversed, cannot be negotiated, yet it is the most wasted. Rich people understand early that what you do daily becomes your future. Delay compounds, just like action does. Here's the hidden law. Early action creates exponential advantage. A skill learned at 20 behaves differently than the same skill learned at 40. A business started early compounds longer. A network built early becomes powerful later. This is why timing feels mystical. Someone who starts earlier appears lucky later, but it is simply compounded time. A reality check. Scrolling for 3 hours daily is not harmless. It is silent poverty in motion. 3. Leverage, the invisible multiplier. If your income depends only on your effort, your growth will always be limited. Wealthy people escape this trap early through leverage. There are 4 major forms: skill leverage, high value ability, system leverage, business automation, people leverage, teams, partnerships, digital leverage, content, platforms. Why one idea can scale globally. From the outside, it looks effortless, but underneath is a formidable structure. The mystical interpretation. One action producing many results feels like multiplication beyond logic, but it is simply a designed leverage. 4. Attention is creative power. Attention is not passive. It is directive energy. And where your attention goes, your thoughts deepen, your behavior follows. Most people scatter attention, endless scrolling, reaction-based living. Short-term distractions. Wealthy individuals are deliberate. They choose what to consume. They guard their mental space. They focus deeply. Here is the deeper truth. Your attention shapes your internal world, and your internal world shapes your external results. That's why two people exposed to the same environment produce different outcomes. One focuses on limitation. The other focuses on opportunity. Same world, different results. 5. Skills, your economic identity. In the modern world, your income is directly tied to the value of problems you can solve. Talent is raw. Skill is refined. And that rich people understand early that skills can be learned, skills can be monetized, skills can be stacked. For example, writing and marketing can make one powerful. Good communication makes a person unstoppable. The mystical angle? Your natural interests often point toward your most profitable path. Not always, but often. Ignoring them can delay your growth. Developing them can accelerate it. 6. Compounding. The quiet force. Compounding is one of the most misunderstood forces in life. At the beginning, it looks insignificant. 1,000 naira saved feels small, one video posted feels irrelevant, one skill practiced feels slow. But over time, something shifts. Growth becomes visible. Momentum builds. Results accelerate. This is where many people say, he just blew overnight. But there is no overnight. There is only invisible effort, consistent action, delayed reward, then sudden expansion. That sudden is compounding revealing itself. 7. Patterns govern reality. Wealthy people are not guessing. They are observing patterns in human behavior. For example, once you recognize patterns, you stop reacting randomly. You begin to anticipate. What looks like intuition is often trained pattern recognition. This is why experience becomes powerful, not because of time alone, but because of what is noticed over time. 8. Risk. The game. Most people avoid risk entirely, but this is dangerous because doing nothing is also a risk. Rich people understand that risk must be studied, not feared. Small, calculated risks lead to growth, and blind safety leads to stagnation. They don't jump blindly. They analyze, what is the downside? Can I survive it? What is the upside? This is not recklessness. It is intelligent exposure. 9. Environment. The silent influencer. Your environment shapes your thinking, your standards, and your expectations. Stay too long in a limited environment, and limitation begins to feel normal. Wealthy individuals actively change circles, upgrade information sources, seek growth-driven spaces. Even digitally, your environment matters. Who you follow, what you watch, and what you read. All of it is shaping you. The mystical truth, energy, is transferable, not in a magical sense, but in influence. You become what surrounds you. 10. Awareness. The final advantage. Opportunities are rarely announced. They are recognized. This is where everything connects. Perception, attention, experience, skill. All combine to produce awareness, and awareness creates advantage. Two people can see the same situation. One ignores it, one acts on it. That single difference changes everything. This is why rich people seem to spot opportunities early. They trained themselves to see. Conclusion. When it all comes together. Wealth is not one secret. It is alignment. When you see clearly, you act early, you build skill, you stay consistent, you think independently, then results begin to look extraordinary. To others, it feels like magic. To you, it becomes understood reality. Final word. If this shifted your thinking, don't stop here. Understanding without action changes nothing. Start small, start now. Stay consistent. That's where the real transformation begins. To go deeper into turning your talent into income in today's economy, subscribe to this channel and check out my ebook on how to make money from your talents and hobbies. Then click the notification button for update on humanity's deepest mysteries.